Good morning. This is mid-March. I was waking up before the sun to catch a train to Boston. Spent a couple days visiting a friend there, and then when I got back home, went to Mocca Fest. So this is just a little vlog about that week. So I took the ferry over to the train station. It was like a pretty slow ride. I love a good train. But Boston was great. Got to see a bunch of libraries and museums and things. Super inspiring. Got a lot. And then once I was back home in New York, I went to Mocca Fest, which is a comic festival, and saw a bunch of really cool art and picked up a bunch of comics that I'll show you in a little haul at the end. My friend's roommate had an adorable old cat who was so sweet and gave me so much affection. He purred so loud. Something I found really interesting about all of the museums in Boston, and they have them even in some libraries, was all these paper and pencils that were free for people to grab and do some live drawing of stuff that they saw. I picked one up and drew a couple of the artifacts that were in the Isabella Gardner Museum, but it was super cool to see these all around, and it's definitely something that I think a lot of other cities should partake in as well, because I think it really gets you to connect with the objects you see, is to think about how you're drawing them. Oh, and then there's me, saying hi. How's it going? And we had to go to the aquarium because aquariums are one of the best places to be. I didn't get any footage of our ride home, but it was a pretty quick turnaround the next morning to get to Mocca Fest. And I went with my friends Max and Eden. Little fit check because I had to wear my art hat. Thank you to the one person who noticed it and pointed it out. But yeah, there's my friends. We took the ferry over again, my favorite mode of transportation. It was an astonishingly beautiful day. The weather was awesome. Last year at Mocca Fest, it was disgustingly hot and humid, so it was sort of miserable to be jam-packed with a ton of people, but this year was pretty nice. Of course, some areas get a little busy, really popular booths will get a little congested, but there's always space outside for people to take a breather, so it wasn't too bad, at least not for me this year. I only went Saturday. I don't know how busy Sunday was. Looking back at all these booths now, I keep seeing things I wish I had gotten. I keep thinking about this t-shirt of a lion on the phone. I'm ugh, you should have just bought it. But I gave myself a little budget, so I tried to stay within that. Mocca is dangerous for your wallet, for sure. And at the end of the day, everyone came over to mine and we had a little haul moment where everyone showed each other what they got. It was super fun.
I'll take these out because they're the best thing I got, actually.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rizzo.
I like pretty colors.
Pretty colors.
Yep.
Base opener. Hi everyone, just thought I'd walk you through all of the things that I picked up at Mocca Fest. So I have a couple of zines, a couple of full-length comics, a lot of like free magazines, business cards, little handouts. And then I also got like a couple of little extra things. I do have stickers somewhere. They have been redistributed amongst my friends, so they might not be on the table, unfortunately. I'll see if I can find them later. The first thing I wanted to go through is this like pile of little extra stuff, because some of it's like kind of exciting. Like being able to go to a like cartoonist meetup. One of my friends actually has been to one of these and really liked it. I was working on the day that it happened, so I couldn't go, but maybe I'll keep some of the new dates free. And then this was really cool. I think this was SVA's little comic magazine. So they have a bunch of like comic artists just doing, or I guess students doing like 2-page comics. I really liked some of them in particular. I think it was, yeah, this one I really liked. I just like the progression through the squares. Oh, this one was very cool as well. I really liked this panel. But yeah, I haven't slipped all the way through this. There's also like an interview. There's another one that I gave my friend who really likes, oh my god, I'm blanking on her name. The woman who did the Alison Bechdel. I was like, what is the Bechdel test called? There was one with an interview with her that my friend picked up that I will probably steal from them to read. A bunch of different business cards. We had like a whole discussion after coming home from Mocca talking about business cards, because some people did theirs really well and there were some that were okay. I mean, like, you can have a business card that literally just has your name on it, and that's technically a business card. And I picked this up just in case I wanted to go to it, because I don't know, I think it's really interesting to see what people are doing at the end of their schooling. And then this was just like the handout that they give you with all of the names of the people there. You got the big map, which is super helpful for me because I always like know spatially where I was in the room and I can't remember the name of anyone. So I feel like, oh, if I just remember how I walked to get there, I'll know who I was at. Which is probably not the way most people do it. Oops. And then this, I didn't actually pick up. It's the SVA Continue Education Workshop, which now I guess I have beef with them because they canceled my class. But it's a cool print on newsprint. One of my friends picked it up and then handed it to me and was like, collage with this if you want to. And I said, okay. I'll walk you through some of the zines. I have been on like a big zine kick recently, and so that's a big thing I've been doing. But yeah, first thing, very important, if you haven't seen Deadlock yet, you should 100% watch it because it's so good. And then this, I just saw the print of it and I was so taken with, oh my god, Deadlock fan art. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. Maybe not that page, but it's just super funny and cute. Couldn't resist. And then these two I really wanted to pick up because I myself personally have been making a lot of travel zines and like travel logs, and I think they're so fun. And so like I do it mostly for myself, like I haven't really thought about publishing them, but this was sort of a good insight that like, oh, other people might want to see these collages of an experience. This one I unfolded, and I kind of like the unfolded like collaged together more, just because I think that's like a beautiful print to look at. But the other one is more like there's more text, sort of storytelling, rather than just a collage. These were made by Joy Velasco. Wow. I'll tag all of the stuff. So I've been really into those, and it's very inspiring for my own travel work. And then this is like a very tiny zine, just sort of a little rectangle, but I really, really like this, like very simple, just like blue and cream. And there's only like one sentence in it, which is the nature of boxes is that all of them are man-made, which I think is like, it's just a simple term, but it's so cute and interesting, and I love this page especially. Really spoke to me, so I had to pick that up. And then this one is from, what is it? Is it Lucky Pocket Press? I believe so. Lucky Rizzo. A lot of lucky. Everyone's a little lucky. Yeah, I can look it up. Yes, not Lucky Pocket Press, but Lucky Risograph, who might be different. I think they are. Had these beautiful Riso prints. Some of their table was like so incredible. I wish I could have got more, but of course it was at like the end of the convention hall. So I was like, I have my budget. I went $3 over my budget, but most of it was spent in the first half, because I went sort of down each aisle. So this was like one of the last things I saw. I was like, damn, I should have saved more. But these were just so incredible. Of the binding is so interesting, and these prints. Oh, and there are these small numbers on each one that you can then reference in the booklet it comes with. So you can see a little bit more about it, and then inside it has like more of a description, which is super helpful to me because I always just want to know more. And I am like a big fan of omamori and things. These are from Taiwan, so they're not exactly omamori. And it's so nice to learn about these things. An amulet is believed to provide protection for the possessor. In my country, Taiwan, an amulet is a blessing the older generation transfers to the younger generation. The amulet zine sprang from the concept of giving blessings to your loved and cared ones. I hope this zine brings more good luck to you in this world. Which is so sweet and so lovely. I love the sentiment of good luck charms and like protection charms. And this one was also just for fun. I also picked up like a long black cat sticker for my friend who has a black cat. But it's choose your, oh, there it is. It fell out. Perfect. Yeah. This is for my friend who has a black cat who kind of looks like that. Oh, my other stickers are in here. Very exciting. I'll put them over with this one. This is Choose Your Own Adventure, Boy Dies, in which I love a choose your own adventure. Like, it gets me every time. Once upon a time, a boy went on a walk. If he walks into a cave, turn to page 3. If he walks into a forest, turn to page 11. I'll just do one of them for you, but if we walk into a cave, turn to page 3. Boy is blinded by darkness, boy dies at the end. I can't stop laughing at this. I'm like, no, it's so stupid. I think it's so fun. And like, we passed this around yesterday when we were all going through our stuff, and everyone got a slightly different boy dies as their first run through. So it was fun to see like what people chose as their first boy death. What's your tag yourself? Which boy death are you? Yeah. Since I found my stickers, we can look at all the stickers I got. So we talked about the black cat. These I got because I got 2 of the books. They were just handing them with purchases. I'm like, oh, the cat cuddle puddle is just too sweet. So cute. And then, of course, I love a good bug, so I picked this bug up as well. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know where to put this one. It's like sort of big, so I'm debating if I want to like cover up a water bottle or something, but I don't think the top is sealed or anything, but also like I can do that. I will just put packing tape on top of stickers, which is probably not a good idea, but whatever. And then these two are the full graphic novels I grabbed. I read Heat last night. Fantastic. I think this is a new favorite. I love the color palette. The color palette really speaks to me. The blue, yellow, and red is just like really well done, and they get a lot of use out of that I think they make a lot of tones dynamically, that there's sort of a different sense of setting because of how they use the colors when the fire demon moves from one place to another. I really like that. I need to sit on what I think about this comic a little more, because like I know I have thoughts about it and I'm just not expressing them clearly, which is my favorite thing to do. I just like rereading them and then like coming up with how I feel about them. Let me see if there's a page I really like in here. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But also just red. Red is so funny to me. Of like, I love creatures who are just learning how to be a person. So good. And then there's all these like little interruptions of like food and what characters thinking about. Like reading tips. Yeah, I'd love to learn some reading tips from Red. That's great. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this one. And then the other one was Bark Bark Girl, which when I went to the table, they were all wrapped in like the saran wrap, so like the sample one, I guess someone picked up by accident. So I was like, what is this about? Because Bark Bark Girl looks kind of strange. And the guy was describing it, being like, okay, so there's this girl who is about to fail a math test, but also, and her dog goes missing kind of on purpose, kind of not on purpose. Like, she did it to get out of her math test, but then it actually happens. And it sort of all goes awry in this, like, senior year of high school, I guess. Like, just existential crisis, which is very fun. I like when there's not like an answer to an existential crisis, that there's just leaning on your support system, which is very sweet. And the hidden little things in the like fold of the cover. You get this a girl with an uncertain future, a missing pet. And will she pass maths or find her dog? And then these little guys on the inside made me laugh so much. Apparently, I was reading up on this. On the back cover, it says that the artist, Michael Furler? I'm gonna, we'll figure it out if I said that wrong, made the app for drawing, like made a drawing application, which is so crazy and insane, but it makes for such a charming style that like these are drawn in such a like goofy way, but still very like impactful. Impactful? That's not a word. They have a lot of emotion, even when the emotion is not haha silly goofy, which I think is really interesting. I was kind of surprised by the internal color palette. I think, especially not being able to read it for a second. He did eventually open one and show me, but the cover is so like, it has these warm yellows and the orange, and then you open it up and it's black, white, and green. I was like, huh? So I think that's a little surprising, but not bad. I just like personally love warmer palettes than I do that like electric green, but it is
I think the cover would not tell you that it's black, white, and green, you know? I like kind of want one more color as an accent, but also I totally get the 2-color decision. So I'm not mad about it. I just, like, it's such personal preference. But yeah, but these two were really, really good reads. And then the last thing I grabbed was, so I work in the kitchen sometimes, so I need a head covering. And I wear a lot of hats, but I want to wear more scarves. So I picked up this really cute, like, green onion scallion print with these silly, goofy little stars. I think they're so fun. And the silk is really nice. I should give it a little press to get the seams out of it, but it's just a very sweet print. I have like a collection of silk scarves, so I think it'll add very well to that. But yeah, these are all the things I picked up. I did set myself a budget. I think I went a little over my budget, but I definitely treat Mocca as like a treat myself kind of day. One of my friends went through and basically spent no money and still came through with a lot of stuff. Like, they have so much free things that they're giving away. But I have been looking forward to Mocca as an excuse to buy a bunch of comics because I hadn't really done that in a while. So that was my experience. It is really fun. It can be super busy. I think it was less busy than last year, just like through vibes, but also it was super hot last year, so I think it felt a lot more congested than this year when it was kind of cooler. But yeah, it was really fun and I had a really good time, and I'm excited to add these to my collection. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.